Hey guys, Charlie from Top Table TCG here. Today we do deck profile on Nightrose. Best Grand Blue deck, like hands down. Start off 4 Nightrose. This is your main card that you're going to be riding. This like enables your multi-attack. Really good boss unit. So every time your rear swings, it's going to gain 5 and go to drop by default. So it effectively gives stuff hollow but end of battle. So it allows for like better multi-attack. And when it attacks as well, it's going to gain 10k if your opponent's Vanguard's grade 3, which is really big because it can hit over defensives. Next, like our main boss monster, 3 copies of our Skull Dragon. So Skull Dragon's effect is going to gain 5k for... That's 2k for every card in drop, my bad.
5k, jeez.
But yeah, it gets really big real quick because the deck's main like functionality is to mill out. Plus you get like 4 attacks with this because you can superior call like 2 dragons after swinging with 2 dragons using Beatrice and Nightrose. But yeah, 2 Beatrice. As I just said, it basically makes Nightrose's restriction of 1 column not really matter because it calls another thing, so it's just an extender. 4 column Bard, the best card in the deck. If you're not running 4, you're not playing the deck properly. Card boss 1, mill anything, call it. Or call a card from drop. So you can mill something that you want in there permanently and call something else that's in drop already. But generally speaking, this is like the thing that allows you to combo off. It's the thing that basically enables the toolbox in the deck. It just means that Grand Blue can just grab anything out of drop, not like half the time. Next, 3 copies of Greed Shade. Similarly to Column Bard, grabbing stuff out the drop. It's going to gain 5k if you've got 10 or more in drop. And also, ditch a card from hand, mill 2, add a thing from drop. So you can add anything back from drop. So just recurring cards that you need, recurring your re-rides, stuff like that.
You could also fix your hand if you have stuff that you can't call, like the ship or dragon.
Yeah, because it just lets you get cards like out your hand that you don't really want in there. And then, yeah, speak of the ship, here's the ship. Ship's effect plus 15k and draw a card at the end of battle. It retires itself by default. But you can't normal call it. So you don't really want it in hand. You ditch it off one of your other cards or mill it out off of Column Bard and call it out. But in a pinch, you can do Nightrose turns where you just go like ship, 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 and you just draw 4 cards. Really helpful. 1 Jesse. He's a countercharger. He's also a target off of your Damien. And you can also call him out off of like Beatrice or any of your other cards in case you need that beater. He's also really good if you have to sort of misride Beatrice because he enables the multi-attack from each column. And then we go 4 Tommy. This has been a recent thing. Me and Bayu have discussed for quite a while over whether Tommy's good. He doesn't personally like it, but I think it's quite good. Check top 5 mill grade 3 can be helpful. He's also gaining 5k on rear, like permanently, 90% of the time, because you're going to have 5 or more in drop. I personally like it, but I see why you might not want to run it at 4, or at least not even run it at all. And then we've got basically the best card in the deck. Enables free calls, like infinitely. Ditch a card from hand, call a grade 1. If you've got 10 or more in drop, call anything. So after, because obviously your main issue with Nightrose is that at the end of the turn, you have no rears. So if you have this in drop, you can just recur the dragons out. You can do your 4 dragon attacks again. Or just recur anything you need. You can recur a Greed Shade and grab a card back to hand. It's just really good.
And a pinch, it also stops you decking out.
Yeah. 4 nav. You want this on field, like, immediately. Rest this in any other unit, mill 5. So it just enables the mill, enables cards in drop. This deck wants to go fast, or it struggles in the long game. So if you can get these out, you can mill stuff. You're playing the game properly, the deck's going to work. Some people prefer Sea Strolling. I'm not a big fan. This is just a bit faster. Sea Strolling is a bit more consistent. But yeah, this is just a bit faster in my opinion. And then 2 Damien. On place, mill or Beatrice. That's basically what you do. Van or Rare. It's also a countercharger, same as Jesse, and it's going to gain a decent bit of power if you have to misride Beatrice, so it just enables the Beatrice plays in the deck. Then we'll go... I go 8 crit. So we run different crit arts because it's harder for your opponent to track the triggers left in deck. If you run playsets, obviously you're kind of stuck because they can see there's a playset of a card in the drop. They know that chances are there's maybe going to be like 1 playset left, so it's harder to trigger track in my opinion. And then we're also running 2 of the crit scent because honestly the draw PGs are not necessary. They can contribute to deck out towards the end of the game, which is really not helpful.
You drew enough already.
Yeah, and
Between
plus,
shit.
with riding Nightrose, you're getting a protect marker regardless, so the PG isn't really that important. And then,
It's still nice to have them,
yeah,
though, so...
the 2 Djinn. And then I'm currently running the 2-2 split. Some people think 4 of this is better. My main issue is this is a really good card if you misride Beatrice, so I don't think you should say no to this. But this is just really good early game if you get rushed. But then again, at the same time, damage early game is not a massive issue for this deck.
No.
And then, of course, we're running the starter. And then in terms of like markers, you're going you're going protect 1 every time. There isn't really much point going protect 2.
The 5k boost is not worth it.
It's good in Beatrice specifically, but Beatrice is a misride in this deck, and if you're selecting Protect 2 when you're misriding, it means that the reride that you're going to get, because of the way the deck works, you will get that Nightrose back. It's just a negative for the deck, so... But yeah, that's the deck profile overall. Nightrose, really fun. One of my favourite decks. Grand Blue being probably my favourite clan. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And this is Charlie signing out.